5090 Founders Edition. The customer installed a water block on both video cards, on both 5090s, and he damaged both 5090s. We have the Founders Edition right in front of me, and one thing I can tell you, never in your life buy a 5090 Founders Edition. One of the worst designs in the history of video cards, of GPUs. Why do I say this? Number one, it was a nightmare to take the video card apart. A lot of bits and pieces, and I want to show it to you right now. Now, the water block is this one right here, okay? And by the way, the other 5090 that we fixed, the water block was what was causing the issue. When I put the water block in, the card stops working. I checked all contacts. I checked how the water block is going on the card, and I was not able to figure out why the water block is not working on that card. I put the stock cooler, adjusted the thermals on the card, and the card worked. I told the customer, your water block is causing the issue. The water block on the Founders Edition also caused an issue, okay? But it's not the water block itself that's the problem. It's the bits and pieces found on the 5090 Founders Edition that's the problem. Big Boss was talking left and right while he was opening the 5090 Founders Edition, okay? Look at this. The card comes with the PCIe connector and the card itself. That's the 5090 Founders Edition. What a stupid design. Okay, I'll tell you why. Now, the PCIe connector, which is this block right here, it must connect via a very fragile FEC connector. Okay, so it must go like this. It clicks in, and that's how this connects with this. You have another connector here. Something else connects with that connector. That's not what we're going to talk about today, but we're going to talk about this connecting with this. The 5090 is a very heavy card. You hit somebody with a 5090, they're not going to have time to sneeze, okay? It's made into two pieces. Let's, for example, say in the plumbing world, the more connections you have, the more joints you have, the more likely one of the joints will cause a leak, right? If you have one straight pipe, chances to have a leak on that one straight PVC pipe is almost none. If you have a small PVC pipe connected to another small PVC pipe, connected to a 90-degree PVC pipe, connected to another PVC pipe, then now you have a lot of ways for that pipe to
connecting. I'll provide you with real-time strategic guidance. Make sure the mission goes smoothly. We'll be following your progress.
The more connections you have, the more likely you're going to have a failing point. The same goes with the 5090. You have more than one card. You have more than one piece, more than one part. You are most likely going to have issues between the connections, especially if you take apart the card. You want to switch to a water block, you want to adjust the thermals, you want to clean it, you want to do whatever. Chances are that card is not going to work again if you are not extremely careful. Now, the connector on the card, let me show you what's going on. If you already have a 5090 Founders Edition, you made the purchase, do not open it. Do not attempt to be a superhero and open the card. Look, we have a connector here, and that's a fragile connector. I cannot tell you how many times we changed a connector like this on cell phones, on iPad minis, on iPad screens, whatever. We have tons of videos working on that very same.
I think Delta Force crashed.
Now the connector looks okay to me.
Expected, because what I just did.
Every part of the board, the card does turn on, but no image on the screen. And I'm trying to figure out why do we not have an image on the screen. I inspected the voltage rails. Everything is within range, but we do not have an image on the screen. So I looked at the two connectors on the board. One connector here.
Close this.
I do not know what this is. Probably some slight damage to the plastic. Okay, it's a fragile connector. Okay, I just want to show you how much I can zoom in with this microscope. I can even do digital zoom on top of the zoom that we already have to even get closer to that pin. If you do not already have one and you are in the market,
yeah, dude, I think I need to reopen this altogether.
Your time we have best of the best. We perfected this microscope, and the image quality is just amazing. Log into northridgefigs.com, click on shop, add to cart, checkout, pay, and we almost always ship out same day. Everything from flux.
What did I just do,
this
man? I
amazing
closed
microscope,
one thing and now everything went
multi-link station,
fucking ass
this,
up.
everything. One-stop shop. Now, I inspected the board, front and back. And let me show you this connector. We have one more connector with a lot of connection points. One of those points fail, the whole card will stop working. The point may be a data
Shit
line,
just doesn't want to
a
open
voltage
now.
line, it may be whatever. You have
There we go.
one misaligned pin on this connector, and the card will not work. Why? Just why do you want all those pins on the PCIe connector to depend on the pins of that connector? This, all the pins here, how many pins? 128. They all depend on this connector. If one of the pins on this connector is misaligned, then the whole card is not going to work. It depends on which pin. So I inspected this connector pin by pin. Suspense. I'm going slow. Pin by pin. Pin by pin. Okay? I inspected every single pin and look at what I found. Look at what I found. A damaged connector. Look at the damage on this connector. The customer took apart the card. He installed a water block. The card stopped working. And that's because of the damage that we see here.
Fuck.
No other damage was found on the board. And that's the only physical damage I see on the board. I can straighten out this pin, but we have one broken pin. And guess what? I went online to look for this connector, and I was not able to get my hands on this connector. You cannot even get your hands on this if it broke for whatever reason. So what's the use of having this made in two pieces if you cannot buy a replacement? And you
Need the
cannot
voltage
buy a
actually.
connector, unless I'm missing something. I went online, I looked, I even took a picture of the connector, Google Lens, search by image, and I was not able to find
All you need is the
that
power.
connector. If you know where we can buy that connector from, let me know. Leave it down in the comments. I know we have highly skilled
Didn't even reopen
viewers
it. It's whatever.
watching our every
Doesn't
video,
fucking matter.
and a lot of times we benefit from those viewers.
If
Where
this
can we
opens
buy a
now,
connector like this? Would you buy a 5090 Founders Edition after seeing this? I gave the case back to the customer, the Founders Edition case, so I cannot show it to you. He came to pick the other 5090, the Asus 5090, and I told him we do not need the original housing, take it. We're going to work with this, with the water block, because the water block is not causing issues. The issue is the connector itself. So would you buy a 5090 after seeing this? A 5090 Founders Edition? I would stay as far away from the Founders Edition 5090 as I possibly can. If it's not broken, do not fix it. The old style graphics card is working. Why do you want to make it modular, bits and pieces, where we cannot even buy this if it broke? So what's the use of having why can't this and this be one piece? We did this is so that if this breaks, you can replace it. There are no replacements. You cannot buy a replacement. So why make this into two pieces? Right now, the card is going to be in no fix unless we are able to buy that connector. Okay, it was like this. I never used that feature. Our HDMI mixer.
what? It connected me? I've been fucking around the whole time and I'm standing in a red, probably dead.
All right, okay. That's it. Short video. Let me know what you think. Leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Am I just standing in the middle of the street? Oh, yes, I am.
Great job on this 5090 Founders.
So there is a team here. They've been fucking around for the last 10 minutes, just standing in the middle of the street. I don't want that. I wish you could do shit while the gun was reloading, like open doors. I gotta kill the bird. Sounds like just one guy shooting. Could be more though. I have that key, but it's been pretty shit the last few times I opened it. I'm about to get shot. It sounds like there's a lot of AI upstairs. It doesn't really sound like players. I guess it is. I don't know exactly why he did that. He should have put the body up. That was a wipeout. Killed the boss. Shit, this guy has a lot of good shit. What the fuck was he doing with all this in this? Want this. This is a dog shit key. Okay. I mean, these guys looted pretty much everything, so. The only thing I can do actually would probably take this. He kept a 300k item in his backpack. He must have had something good. So he must have hit the main room. And this safe, I'm assuming, too. Oh, they didn't even hit the safe. Where'd they get all the good shit then? Main room, I'm assuming. Wait, did they loot anything up here? They didn't touch any of this shit. They looted this. Okay. Let's see. I'm assuming they hit the main room. They had to have with all the shit that they had. Yeah. So there's no way they didn't. Yeah. Checking every fucking room. Sometimes people forget shit. I'm gonna check. No, you didn't forget a single thing. Alright. And they hit this. Oh wait, what? How'd that happen? I wasn't paying attention, I guess I just fucking effed it in there. I don't know why we can loot while we're reloading, but we can't open doors while we're reloading. It's like just an oversight, I guess. So those are up to the left. Oh shit. Where's the other big safe?
Check that safe.
Shit. I need to take that. That's just, they're worth too much to leave. I have enough time to hit Sub's dorm. Maybe. If I go right now, I think I do. Already hit. Okay. I can go like 900 meters right now. I want to use that to my advantage. So I think I'm gonna go this way and go through the village. You don't went to the right. Okay. I don't know what that's worth. 15. Oh, yeah, it's worth it. I got 4 minutes. What's in here? Nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Right there. Is this worth 21, 32? We'll drop one of the swords. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll drop one of those. There we go. That puts us over a mil.
Impressive. We're going to be working on the same laptop that we did in the previous video. This is the Asus Q302L, where we changed the charging port connector on it. After we changed the charging port, I tested the voltage at this point, and it's given 19 volts. When the customer brought this in, we were not getting 19 volts at the positive, so the connector had to be changed. Now, after we changed the charging port connector, laptop is still not powering on.
Your offer better be
using
worth
the
my
charging
time.
cable. It is powering
This is
on
good
using the
kit.
battery, but not the charging cable, and the cable is not able to charge
Yeah.
this laptop. So there is
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
something else going on. Right now, if we remove the battery and try to power this laptop on using the charging cable, the laptop will not power on. It will only power on a charged battery. Let's go near the charging connector that we did.
Oh, I get this
Right
fucking
over
thing.
here. And we should have 2 MOSFETs nearby.
I haven't got
Right
one
there.
skin out of this tactical armament.
These are
I
most
just keep
likely
getting these green
N
boxes.
type MOSFETs. Pin number 1, 2, 3 are usually
It was a
source.
skin.
Pin number 4 is the gate.
Wait, no, that wasn't a skin. I didn't get anything.
These 4 pins
It's just
here
green
are the drain.
boxes.
One moment. The purpose of those 2 MOSFETs is to protect the circuit in case maybe you have another charger plugged in where the polarity is opposite. You do not fry this board. So we need to have voltage on the gate in order for voltage to pass from drain to source. Right now, if we test drain, we should have 19 volts. If we test drain, we should have 19 volts. Last time what we did when we changed the charging port connector is we tested this pin here. And this one is giving us 19 volts. When the customer brought this computer in, this pin was not giving us 19 volts because the charging connector was bad. So right now we are getting 19 volts. And as you can see, so I'm testing the positive pin of the connector and we get 19 volts. Now if we go to the MOSFETs on the drain, we should be getting 19 volts. Any one of those pins is the drain. We are getting 19 volts. Of course 19, 19 and 19. This is all connected as one pin. Let's measure the gate. The gate is giving us 0. Because there is no voltage coming onto the gate, drain is not going to pass the voltage onto the source. If we test the source right now, 0. Everything is 0. Let's test the drain here. This is the drain. We should be getting 19 volts. And look at that. We are getting 10.5 volts. So there's a leak. A leak could be caused by a partial short. Do we have any voltage on the gate here? We do not. 0 volt. When we have voltage on the gate above the threshold of the chip, resistance of the chip will go down, which allows current to go from drain to source. When we have 0 volts on the gate, then resistance goes up, which acts as an insulator between the drain and source, so no voltage will flow between drain to source. So right now we are getting 19 volts here, but no voltage on gate. Since we do not have voltage on gate, this voltage is not going to pass on to the source. So if we test the MOSFET here, the drain, we should be getting 19 volts, and this 19 volts is coming directly from the charging connector from here. Since we do not have voltage on the gate, then this voltage is not going to pass itself from drain to source, which means the voltage is not going to pass to the rest of the board. Meter in diode mode. Let me test the drain. Test the source. Test source and the drain. Look at that. Drain is giving us a short. Drain on this IC is given a short. No short. No short on the drain here. This explains why we have 10 volts on the drain here and not 19. There's a short going on here. Meter in diode mode, red probe on ground, and probe on drain. We have a short.
12785.
Which laptop is it? So let's go ahead and remove this chip. Okay, that's it. Let's put that chip on the side and quickly clean up this area. Right now we tested a short on this side of the MOSFET, which is the drain. Let's go ahead and test again to see if we still have a short. And we do. So I want to see if I have the charging cable plugged in. Do we still get 10 volts on the drain? Let's test. And yes, we still have 10 volts.
I'm good to go, right? I got everything.
What I'm going to do is remove this chip as well.
So.
So what can cause a short on the board? We have capacitors that can cause a
Nothing
short.
complicated.
Or maybe
Take
some
this
other
chance to familiarize
ICs
yourself
on the
with
board that
tactics.
could cause a short. What we're gonna do is start by testing the capacitors nearby randomly. And we do not have a short here. Let's test this one here. And we do not have a short. Let's test this one. No short. Anything else here? Resistors do not cause a short, so we do not need to test any of the resistors here. Oh, look at that. We have a short here. So this whole line is shorted. Do we have a short?
Oh shit, there you go.
We do not have a short here, but we have a short here. So this whole 19 volt pad here is connected to the drain side of the MOSFET. Let's continue working on the board. I had to leave this on Saturday because time was running out. Today is Monday, brand new day. And what we did so far is we removed the MOSFET, but we still have a short on the board.
Your offer better be worth
Let's
my
go back to
time.
the area. We do not have a circuit diagram for this board, but we figured out that the drain is connected, is shorted because of these capacitors here. We do not know which one is causing the short.
We're landing. Let's review the objectives. Keep them in mind.
What?
Complete the mission for reward.
Why?
Find high-value items and extract.
And then we're going to monitor the board under a thermal can to see what gets hot.
There's gotta be players up here then.
Pinpoint.
Doesn't spawn me this
Where
far
that is
away.
causing the short. So in order to do this, we're going to solder a wire onto the drain, and then we're going to feed voltage onto it. So the graph that tested for the board are right over here.
Keep the following in mind. Shoot, loot, and time to scoop.
Yeah, there's some player up there. What? Lobby am I in right now, dude? He died instantly. I think he was so low. The only thing that's sketching me out is I heard a shot come toward me. Oh, you son of a bitch, dude. Where are you? I hate healing on this guy. It's just so inconvenient after you use the med guy for so long. Dude just had nothing. It's a Russian name. Is this the... So he got something good off that guy. It was in a safe container.
There's a safe here.
Damn. Someone looted this building. Probably that guy. But he didn't have anything on him. There's a Rocketeer or the Lucky Looter guy over there. He might have something good on him. It's worth just at least killing him.
Come on, let's fight!
This is all looted.
Go on.
Oh, here we fucking go. Chinese players.
Got you.
Yeah, I'm most likely gonna dodge cheaters. That sucks. So I'm thinking that the guy I killed, the guys I killed last match reported me. Is this worth? Oh, nothing. Yeah, someone's already like thoroughly been through here, even though they did miss a couple things. They knew to grab this computer back here, there's gonna be nothing in this building. Yeah, that's what I thought. He's dead. So he just died. Because he was just alive like last time I checked. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Oh no, it's not hit. So it looks like they came in here and just hit like the safes. I don't know why I'm grabbing all this junk, but I am. looted. Dead. I have a feeling there's a cheater in this match right now. Yeah, because they're skipping some stuff and looting other stuff. So it's kind of obvious. Distracted. And these people looted every single fucking thing and then died. Like, it's kind of annoying. They went out this door. Probably died at the
Go here.
barracks. I bet the guy who extracted was the cheater. And everyone else died to him. Because everything is fucking dead. And everything is looted. If this is how my second raid is gonna be, then I'll just play something else. So he didn't hit this. Which means, yeah, I'm not gonna get anything good out of it. Alright. I think that's the lucky looter guy. The racketeer. Yeah, it is. He took 2 things and dropped 2 things. Okay. Why wasn't the bird nest worth looting? Because it had green and blue items. Fortunately, the whole map's looted. I'm just gonna go exfil. This is recent.
The egg's in the basket. Welcome back.
I'm wondering what you get for wearing this. Like, you could wear it. I doubt it has any armor whatsoever. It could take, like, what, half a bullet, but... Oh, plus 10% hearing range. I don't get it. Whatever. Hey.
We're not gonna be able to use our floor cam. We have the wire connected to the drain of the MOSFET so we can feed 19 volts onto it. As soon as we turn the 19 volts on, the power supply shows 3 amp current draw, which means that the motherboard is drawing a lot of amps. There's a short on the board, but then it goes down to 0 amp draw. So the circuit is shutting itself down, so it doesn't cause any damage on to other components on the board. We will not be able to use the floor cam or the thermal cam, so we have to do this manually. Try to see if we can figure this out. So we tested all those caps as being short, starting from this one here. This is shorted, short, 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 short. Which one is the bad one? I have no idea. Can we guess? Maybe. One of them looks discolored, which is the last one here. We can start with this one. We'll remove it and test to see if we still have a short. If not, then we put it back and remove the other ones.
Oh, shit.
So let's move it onto the side. And let's test. Do we still have a short? And look at that. The short is gone.
Wait. Oh, I was gonna
We
say.
don't have a short anymore. Let's measure the drain to see if we have a short still.
Oh, really?
And no more short. Awesome.
Guess so.
We're gonna put the MOSFETs back. I believe the MOSFETs are good. And we're gonna plug the charger in and hopefully the laptop will turn on using the charger and it will charge the laptop. The capacitor is a bypass capacitor, so we do not have to put it back. There are other bypass capacitors that will do the job. We do not even know the value of the capacitor, but it doesn't matter. The laptop will still power on. Bypass capacitors are used to filter noise.
So you know what?
Our battery is disconnected, as you can see right here. No connection. And let's try to power it on using the charger.
It doesn't seem right. I don't know why.
Awesome.
That's pretty cheap for those.
So I was calling to repair an Xbox One S HDMI port cable.
So as you can see, the laptop is charging. You see the amber light here, and everything is good. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll do something else in the next video. Here we have a Gigabyte 4080 GPU that came in for repair, and the card looks like this. Now I do see a sticker from Gigabyte on the back here, which means the card was mailed over to Gigabyte. And Gigabyte, they put arrows down on the PCIe connector right here. That's one arrow pointing this way, and I see an arrow here also pointing that way. It looks like you have an issue with the PCIe connector. Let's take a look. And look at this. Look at this. I mean, definitely, Gigabyte is gonna refuse warranty because there's physical damage onto the board. Gigabyte does not cover you for warranty when you have damage like this. So on the label, Gigabyte checked PCB lost pad, and they checked over 4 components damaged. What is this, a doctor? A doctor wrote this? That's a doctor's handwriting. Maybe a doctor in checking video cards. Is there such a thing? I want to quickly go over what the customer wrote. Referral, YouTube. Customer wrote, I did a PCK swap and broke off some of the capacitors or resistors, not sure what they're called. I had the card only for a few months when I did it and had it financed, which sucked. I watch your videos on YouTube and this should be an easy one. Yeah, an easy one for me, not for you. But it does suck to have that card financed. It's an expensive card. And then having the card break in a couple of months because of a simple PC swap. What can you do? Now, Gigabyte mentioned more than 4 components missing. I do see a flipped chip here, and the chip looks like it's still making a connection. Actually, it's only making a connection from one trace. We have to restore the top one and the bottom one. And we still have the pad here, so maybe we can start by soldering the chip onto those 3 pads. We're gonna have to straighten the pins, and then we're gonna have to run traces, one on the bottom, one on top.
This is turning into a nightmare, having all this shit in my stash.
This pin is going here. I also see a missing, what looks like, probably most likely a resistor. We can verify this. I'll check to see if we have any ground here or here, but that's most likely a resistor. Usually when it's connecting to a VIA, it's a 0 ohm resistor like this one here. Most resistors in this area are 0 ohms. I do not have a schematic or board view diagram for this card, and I do not know if one exists. But let me check this resistor here. And this probe is done. 0 ohm resistor, and we have a 0 ohm resistor. So we're gonna restore this with a 0 ohm resistor. We're gonna fix the chip.
I don't even know what to do with half this shit. There's too much stuff in here.
Let's start by straightening the pins. And I have a quarter here. Look at the size of the chip. It matches 1 letter on that coin. Letter, or maybe 2 letters. U and N. Okay? That's how small that chip is. U and N is even bigger. So we are dealing with something very small. And it's very easy to lose that chip. It's a B7AY.
Sounds ridiculous.
If you sneeze, that chip is gone. It's gonna fly to the 9th dimension. So we have to be careful. No sneezing. That pin is already broken. So there's nothing here. Right? No. The pin is still here. Just have to do it from the back. So it looks like we lost the chip. What can you do? I lost the chip. I looked for it and I could not find it. I was being careful, but slight pressure on that very tiny component, it just snapped to the 9th dimension, and there's no way that we're gonna find that component again. If you know what that component is, leave it down in the comments. I'm gonna have to look it up when I go home. I'm leaving in about 20 minutes. I just want to finish the video. That was my video for today, but I lost the chip. And I do not have a donor board for that very same card. Maybe we can finish with the rest of the components on the board and then we can do a part 2. Just let me know what that component is. I'll order one. And we're gonna have to we can test it. Commercial carpet in the room here, so there's no way that we're gonna find that component. I did stop the video. I looked for like 10 minutes and I started to feel the carpet, but my hand is like 1 million times bigger than that chip. I'm not gonna feel anything. And I do not have the fume extractor on. I'm using an F-dot flux here. Right, so if you measure from here to here, the component is soldered on nicely. Let's flip the board or flip the card. We did not disassemble the
Already
board
had shit. Okay.
from the housing. We do not need to. Okay, and the capacitors are better than factory. You cannot even tell that we replaced those capacitors. We do not need the sticker anymore, but I'm gonna keep it. So if the customer wanna check and see what's going on. And the only thing that we need to restore is that chip. If you have a board view diagram for this card, the Gigabyte 4080 Super, send it to me. Or let me know what that chip is. I'm gonna look it up when I get home. My kids are making pizza, and they've been obsessed with the Napoli pizza since we came from Italy, since our visit to Italy. And my son is making a pizza called the fungi pizza, mushroom pizza.
Sounds disgusting.
Okay. And do not call me baby or honey. I have a reputation here. And where's Rashid? I'm leaving now, okay? Oh, wait. Save 3 for me. Alright, we are done. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you again in the next one.
Fine. So yeah, I'll just leave this up here and do this. Thing's actually pretty good. I'm already burnt out on this game, being honest. I don't feel like dying the cheaters over and over again today anyway. So, I'll hop off here. Christ. I think that was the longest I ever ran. Yeah, that was definitely a new record for me. I've never made it that far before. Go ahead and keep that on. need as many jumps as possible. I'm not getting any. Yeah, that kind of sucks. The last one was really good. Damn, I need attack speed. I'm not getting it. Maybe I should jump. Might need this. Magnet. There we go. Not what I need. Fuck. I have to take one of these. Damn it, dude. That sucks. I mean... This run's fucked. It's annoying. I did that lifesteal thing. Microwave, please, anywhere. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything else. I'm gonna die so fast when the black ones come out. Yeah, that's what I thought.